I'm Lawson Harris,
And Armentia Harris.
and we've been members since 1973.
And how long have you been married?
54 years.
We moved to Fairfax from Bangkok, and I really wanted my children to have a Christian experience, grow up with friends, and just have something to look back on when they grew up. And a friend of mine saw this church before we did, even though we lived a very short distance from here. And in chatting one day, we mentioned that we were searching for a church home. He said, well, have you visited the church over there off Gallows Road? Well, we had not seen this church. So we visited, and we liked it, and here we are.
And so how many children do you have?
2.
And what was their experience?
The teachers appear to have loved the children that they were teaching, and their relationship with the children extended beyond the Sunday morning. As a matter of fact, the teachers had a tendency to visit the home during the week, just to chat with the kids. And the kids had an attachment to the teacher. The teacher had an attachment to the kids, and that was a beautiful thing. And we appreciate that. And even today, the kids reflect on it. So that was special.
The church has grown spiritually since we've lived here 41 years now. We've been a member. It's where our children received the Lord Jesus Christ as their Savior. It's where they were baptized. It's where they were nurtured spiritually and grew up and had friends. And they're still in contact with those friendships that they made in our early years here at First Baptist Church of Merrifield, even though we did not have a youth department. But we always had a church school. And that was kind of like the heart of the training for the young people. So it has blessed us in that respect. We're with now our 4th pastor since we moved here in 1973. So we've seen many new ministries develop and grown over time. The youth department being one. We now today have a youth pastor intern that we didn't have before. And hopefully we're going to be bringing him on as a youth pastor, a youth minister rather. But those kinds of things have been very important to us and for our family and to our children.
When we first arrived, the church school met downstairs, and it was not downstairs like it is right now. Everything's open. And the adult class met at the end of a table, like 4 people comprised the adult class. Sister Whitmore teaching that. But now we have what is called a Christian education department. We have a church school. We have basic Christian principles for new members who are coming in, so they can understand what this church is all about, what this church stands for. We have dynamic women's Bible study on Tuesday nights. We have men's Bible study on Tuesday night. We have a wonderful Wednesday midday ministry going extremely well. And we are also matter with the heart on Thursday night with the pastor himself teaching. So we have some wonderful things happening here from a teaching standpoint. So the teaching ministry has really blossomed through the years. And I think that anyone who is looking for a place that preaches the gospel and that teaches the gospel and is family oriented, I think First Baptist Church of Merrifield is second.
We came under Reverend Dyson. Their former pastor had recently passed, and Reverend Dyson was called to serve. Then we had Reverend Linwood Brown. We had Reverend Kitchen from downtown, and now, of course, Reverend Martin T. Pickett. Older original church was still on the grounds, wasn't in use, It was still on the parking lot over here on the corner by the service station, what is now the service station, but not being used. And the membership had already moved into this edifice. So we've only served and worked in the current church. But we do, I hate to put in a plug, but we do need to expand. We've grown to the point that we do need to expand for ministries, for classrooms, for seminars, workshops.
So those are some of your hopes and dreams for the
Oh
future.
yes, for sure.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Right. And
Now-
we've seen the community grow. Not only grow, change, evolve. It was a church and it was a residential, basically. And we've seen that change and grow into now what is light commercial all around us. No more, homes, no more families living nearby, but strictly a commercial area.
Where do we reach out for new members?
Well, we have great opportunities right here in this area because as we have seen the area evolve, we see opportunities that are just magnificent. We have apartments all around us, and if we are to really be the church that God expects for us to be, we've got to go around this neighborhood and evangelize and bring people into this.
The Mosaic district here has lots of residential units, townhomes and apartment buildings and condos. So that part of the community is grown, and it would be, I would say, up to us as a local body to evangelize and make ourselves known to the new community that's moving in around us.
Yeah, we have groups that evangelize in the community, and they have so praise God, we have someone with the heart making that move. That is happening.
Is this church politically active, or has it been in the past?
In the past, I would say our political activity has really been through the NAACP. We were really very supportive, and we had a representative from our church on the local NAACP board and that kind of thing. But politically, the most we've done is have candidates come in and speak. But we've not been a very strong political force.
Now, what about this church's relationship with Second Baptist Church? Because, First Baptist Church grew out of Second Baptist Church, Falls Church. Is there still a relationship with that church as well?
Our relationship with Second Baptist Church is to the extent that we are involved with the Northern Virginia Baptist Association.
Yeah.
They are part of the Northern Virginia. So we're still connected.
So we're sister churches.
Yes.
And we worship together as events evolve. It's not anything like programmed or set on the calendar as an annual thing that we do, but we are supportive of them and they are supportive.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. It's been an absolutely wonderful experience talking to you today.
Thank you for inviting
Thank you for
us.
inviting me.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Cut.
Now make me look good on that.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much.